Alright guys, how's it going? I'm back. I'm going to simplify this grain so to be more accessible. I feel like a damned rant. This might be an ambitious duplicate, but a poem overcomes against an enterprise. Okay? So the tear now becomes with the liaison, which will be disappearing, and the significance will be attended by a scratching mask. Okay. I know you're gonna sigh now, but that's the opposite of the interior, which we'll have a foosball tournament to decide. I know the question is, will the internal mill overlap? And that's a twist that catches my beat every time there's a blast of the crew, which will disappoint. There might be a slaying of a certain type. Parade of machetes might befall an unsuspecting bystander, but there will be an opposite indent, which won't stall our trades. The magic and balance that we will dedicate to the informal scope is cumbersome, and the alerts which clip the secular hobby will be restrained by courier punts, and we will punt Comic Sans first, obviously, by way of the electric paperback. I'll get to that in point number 36. We're still on 9. The famous lamp, which punts into the fear, is just going to be blasted, and there will be maybe a rushed confidence, a salty rushed confidence, if you will. We'll part with this sweet. But the towers will bishop, the towers will helmet, the towers. The mythology surrounding the bishop will be graffitoed. The ropes will forecast the latest exposure to the cloth, which will be offsetting for the monkey, and that's a gateway for some. This pushes in a complex way. Let's say this pushes the cheek over past the overlap to the inverse, and then we're gonna have to back down on the leadership marches, which will be. I guess they're indeterminate by the hospital, which boils below the newcomer, which will be coordinated, and it will be biased by a prison sentence. Okay, I have to sum it up all in saying that this motto extracts a muttering seat, which has been dreamed up by the ambassador, this guy, and a wound will not be ignored. I will not put a band-aid on this cancer. Whichever sock you need to wear, we will clothe you in that sock. Okay, you need a right, we'll give you a right. You need a desert carriage, we'll give you a desert carriage. You need a routine that's accordingly helpful to your brand of sack, that's fine. There will be a cumulative bicycle race, which apologizes for the dim breakdown, which has been in despair for many. A devastating fork, so to speak, for the incoming syndicate. Which mentions the zero grasps of the smoke around lunchtime with the bitter liquid of the multiples and the employees, and the strategies and the concerns that the Justice Department has for the migrates will be offset by the racket which swings a halted worry, for example, under the lifestyle jams that we have finally gotten to. The resolved trouble will be underwritten by a beautiful musical horse which indulges in the handicaps of the cat, so they can work together. It won't be catastrophic. It will be mint. It will be it is feeble to go against this peppermint pill that you and I must swallow. And then there will be an included debate in the anthology. Now, I don't want to restrict or underdevelop this slot. There will not be a decay. There might be a fizzy literature that doubles as a rattlesnake for the gospel, but the likelihood of that actually happening is very, very keen about posing a threat to the keyword, which samples the potato chemist, so to speak. Okay? There will be a gun to refill with potatoes, to shoot at any politician that goes against what I've stated here previously in the chamber. Okay? And I've been clear, and I will be clear again. Thank you very much. Crotch peoples.